Namaskar. We've been receiving questions from few people on topics to discuss, and I want to thank you for sending them in, by the way. This morning I want to address something, and that is God has created this beautiful world. God has created us beautiful beings, creatures, mountains, rivers, oceans. And if God has created everything so beautiful, why did God, the Creator, with His own hands, or her own hands, create miseries as well? It's a very interesting question. I want to start off by saying that this that we have, this body that we have, is a very blessed gift from God. Interestingly though, we know so much more about another vehicle than we know about this body. We know much more about the vehicle that you drive. You know when to clean it. You know when to service it. You know when to, to charge it, to put in fuel, and whatever you do about it. I think that in most cases, we know so much more about the vehicles we drive more than this vehicle, this unique vehicle, the only one rather, that can elevate us from this being into a spiritual being. And we know so little about it. You see, yes, God created the world. The Creator gave us this body. But it is us who have created miseries in this process. When we have achieved something very small in life, the nature of a human being is that when we achieve something small in life, we always want something bigger. And that is what is unique about us. And it differentiates us from an animal. When an animal eats, they're happy, they rest. It is like they have had the world and they do not need anything else. But when a human being achieves something, they want much more than that. There is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong in wanting more. There is nothing wrong in having a lot in life. What is wrong with it is when we think that these things, these tools that are given to us, are there for eternity. It is when we think that these tools, the wealth, the vehicles, and the things that we are surrounded by have to accompany us until eternity. And a small separation from them, even temporarily, causes tremendous miseries in our life. You must have seen someone. It is like when somebody loses their wallet. It is like they have lost their entire identity. A person is attached to a particular pen. It is as though they have lost their journey in life. Very small things we depart with, and we feel as though a part of our soul is missing. God has used the soul and placed it into the highest form of creation called the human body. The unique vehicle that can create a heavenly experience on this very earth that you live in. When we express sadness and sorrows, and when we create miseries for very, very small things, we cannot blame this on God, because God has no part to do with that. You see, as we grow every day and we expand our horizons, as we grow every day and our intellect is expanded, our minds are expanded, we are growing and elevating, but we are still not, of course, we are not still breaking the bonds that are holding back us in life. When something holds you back in life, what happens? You want to spend a lot of time and energy to make sure that you move forward. If you're not moving forward, just like the vehicle you have in the garage or outside parked on the driveway, if it is not moving forward, then what happens? It becomes a useless vehicle. I want to tell you this morning, do not create miseries in your life. God did not create miseries for you. You've created them yourself. Spend every day in reflection of this great body that you have and use it to do something very positive. God has blessed you with it. God did not create any miseries for you. Just choose to be happy, create these happy moments in your life, and always rise above challenges. Namaskar.